Hello, cinema friends. Welcome to another edition of Cinesundry. I'm your host, Markus Seaberry, and today we got a story about a struggling young student that gets caught up in a crazy web of deceit and lies as we review Emily the Criminal. Okay, now before we get into our review of Emily the Criminal, I want to remind you about our rating system. There it is. Now that top score, that is our tour. For those top tier, top shelf, best of the best movies, normally some of the best projects you've seen all year. And that middle score is middle. That's for those films that had potential or promise, but didn't quite deliver on their potential or promise, and wind up being just okay. And that bottom score, heck, that is for those terrible, dismal, abysmal, god-awful projects that probably should have been made in the first place. And now, our rating system, let's get into the front. Okay, Emily the Criminal is about Emily, struggling college dropout, working minimum wage, low wage jobs, and she gets a tip about a credit card scam. She gets involved and her life takes all kinds of twists and turns. Now let's talk about script writing. I liked most of the script. I thought it was clever. I thought it was rough, gritty. I thought it just really just kind of captured, this whole world that Emily was in, that she was kind of trying to move out of. Better herself. Didn't really love the ending though, but that's basically. But now the cast is very solid. Let's get into that one. First of all, I'll talk about Aubrey Plaza. You know her from the Parks and Rec TV show, or from her snarky appearance in movies like Scott Pilgrim. She pretty much plays snarky characters comedy pieces. This is her kind of branching out a little bit, doing something a little more serious. Thought it was good. Thought it was a great performance by her. You can really kind of see the toughness and the determination of her character. Just constantly trying to find ways to improve her situation. It was a great performance from Aubrey Plaza. I hope it means people will consider her for a more serious role down the line. And next up we have Theo Rossi, the up-and-coming actor. You may have noticed him in Sons of Anarchy or on the Netflix Luke Cage series. He's Yusuf. Yusuf brings Emily into this credit card scam operation, but in the process, they begin to develop feelings, become fond of each other. And you can see the bond develop. It feels natural. It feels believable. Rossi is an up-and-coming actor that you should take notice of. I believe he's going to do great things in the future. And next up we have Bernardo Javier. Javier is Emily's co-worker friend at her catering job. Gives her the card with his number on it, and brings her to the credit card scamming operation in the first place. It's not a big role, but I think the actor does well, and it really does seem like he's a friend from work for him. Very believable. And next up we have Jonathan Victor. He is Khalil. He is pretty much Yusuf's boss. There's a bit of a tension and conflict there. He doesn't like Emily. He doesn't like the fact that Emily and Yusuf are getting close to each other. There's just all kinds of conflict and tension. And he gives us our performance. And finally, I want to talk about Megalyn Lyn. She's a bit of an acting veteran at this point. She's been acting since the early 2000s. You may remember her from the original version of the TV series, The 4400. Or you may remember her acting opposite Don Cheadle in House of Lies. She's Liz, Emily's best friend. They went to college together. She's trying to help Emily because she's slightly ahead of Emily in life, trying to help her get a position at the company she works for. Again, kind of a limited role, it's the best friend role. But I think even though she does have those limitations, I feel like she does a great job. Solid performance. Then let's talk about the director. The director is John Ford. Now, this is his feature-length directorial. And according to IMDb, the second thing he's written, I guess properly written, that got a credit on IMDb. So it seems like he's kind of new to the big time, new to the mainstream. It's a good first step. He really captured that highs and lows, I guess, of the working class plight, fun times with very little money, the misery of barely making ends meet. I think he does a good job at all good. I think he gives this world like a pretty realistic feel. But he's also the writer and just not in love with the ending. But hopefully in the future, if he keeps going, he'll make films that'll be more satisfying and appealing all the way through. Then let's talk about sentiment and rating. My sentiment was one of disappointment. I was ready to love this film. I was ready to praise this film infinitely, but the end, I just felt like they didn't quite stick the landing to use gymnastic term. It just felt silly, a little too over the top, a little too unrealistic. I don't know, just didn't do it for me, guys. Great acting, great direction, just the script didn't quite come together for me. So for those reasons, I'm going to give Emily the Criminal a rating of 8. Still think Aubrey Plaza is a talent. I hope she gets more work. I really, really want Theo Rossi to continue getting work. I think he's a dynamic up-and-coming talent. But that's going to do it for this edition of Cinesundry. I'll be your host, Markus Seaberry. And as always, like the video, comment down below on the video, and subscribe to the On Location YouTube channel. And remember, guys, take some time to treat yourself to a movie. See you next time.